You got to speak in your mic there as well. Just make sure.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. I ain't got bars and it's... Hey, no. All right, cool.
Yo.
Let's go.
Oh.
All right,
Yeah.
As you may have heard from the beginning of the show, we're trying our best to do this with our studio engineer, Brent, who's away on away duty. So
International duty.
International duty. I mean, he's still in the country, but it is what it is. All right, so let's get this show off on a roll. I'm not even gonna read. I'm just gonna freestyle, and it is what it is. As you already know, hey, have faith in me, man. What's wrong with you? You know what? Since things have started differently, I might as well go different. This show is sponsored by OMRG Motors. OMRG Motors are the best in supplying the vehicles that you need. So if you know the sun's shining and that, you want a little drop top convertible, you want to take the top off, pause, and you want it to feel nice out there, they can supply that for you. Any sort of cars that you want, it could be a first car, any cars, they got luxury cars, hit up OMRG Motors and they will get you an amazing rate. Whatever you pay monthly, they can get that lower, So in a nutshell, check out OMRG Motors. My great friend Simco at OMRG Motors has hooked up so many of my people. So just mention One League and I'm sure they'll look after you. All right. See, that's the most nutshell introduction you're ever gonna get. So let's get to the point. Thank you.
Bro,
Thank you.
That was a 10 still.
Oh, yeah. What, 10?
10.
Bro, I put my heart and soul into the writing thing and I was giving that a 10.
10 out of 10, bro.
No.
Bro, that float, that was cold.
We're gonna have words.
That's your best one.
It wasn't a 10 though. I'm an honest critic of myself.
Oh,
It wasn't the best
That
one.
was nice.
God,
That was smooth. It was
rough.
smooth. It was smooth.
Well,
Hey.
over to you.
over to me. Hey, I want to say episode.
All right, don't do that to me. I'm going to say 14.
I'm going to say 16.
I'm going to say 15.
I'm going to say 17.
15.
Episode 17. Part 3, Chris Dickson in the building.
Hey, the people wanted a part 3.
They wanted a part 3.
You've got a part 3. The amount of people saying, oh, when's the next one? You have to do part 3. Here it is.
No,
yeah?
it's here, it's here.
You got
This
the
has to
part
be the
3.
final part.
No, this is final part.
this will be the
Hey,
final
bro, you
part.
bought the
It's
non-league
the
one. That's the end of his chapter.
countdown. Oh, say that.
Yeah, he bought the non-league one. That's what he done. He bought in.
Hey, slightly crinkled as well, you know.
Hey, non-league.
I don't league.
Hey, guys, put some respect on the non-league name. That's hilarious. Still.
Hey, that shirt holds weight though.
Why? Talk to me.
That shirt is the FA Trophy winning shirt, right?
Okay.
Played at Wembley.
Match worn.
Yeah?
Hasn't been framed yet.
Okay.
So after this episode, I'm gonna iron it and then I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
frame
iron
it.
Yeah.
You say it still smells fresh, yeah?
Listen, match worn, match washed.
Oh, it's what? Oh, okay.
I mean, I have to wash it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sick.
That's sick, bro.
So
I
wait,
remember watching it.
what's this? What have we spoken about that game?
No, we're gonna get to that.
Oh, okay. Love it. You sound like a man with a plan. So you got the agenda. Where did we leave off? We just about the last episode touched upon obviously your Ghana exploits.
Found that mad
and-
interesting as well, bro.
Say again.
Found that mad interesting.
The
Ghana
international.
stuff. Yeah,
thing.
bro. I found
Yeah.
that mad interesting.
Yeah, it was actually amazing. There was a lot to it, man. And I think we got back from Ghana. Obviously, we touched upon China. What haven't we touched upon?
Back to Cyprus
Yeah.
and then coming back to UK.
Coming back to UK. So
That's what I'm excited about, the UK thing as well. I'm
Alright.
excited about the UK.
So this imagine this was like a Netflix series or whatever. You have to do the previously on Chris
Yeah.
Dickson.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the only man that's got a part 2 and part 3.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
Yeah, hey, listen, you've had a great career.
After the season, we'll have part 4 in it.
More to be told.
Yeah.
All right, so obviously, you've obviously international, been amazing playing with some of the players that you played with,
Montari.
the likes of the Montaris and the Sweet Left Foot and that, and then you've come back to England. I want to know, just so we know where we are. What age? How old are you at this stage now?
So I went back to Cyprus in 2014, which would have been 10 years ago.
Okay.
So I'd have been 29.
Okay.
And then I'm throwing out my age like that, innit?
No, that's good. No, that's good.
So,
Hey, Wikipedia, we ain't believing you.
Yeah, Wikipedia, we believe it, yeah. So I'd have been 29. I went to sign for Paphos. Paphos were a newly formed team. And that was where Jason Punchin ended up going.
Oh, swear.
afterwards. But yeah, they were a newly formed team in the second division. Quite a few people were quite surprised that I was going back to the second division when I really won the first division. But it was one of the things where things weren't really working back here. And
did it make sense financially as well, though?
Definitely. I'd come back and obviously the season with Dagenham didn't work out as how I wanted it to. I was probably just recovering from injury and everything, from the China injury. And then, so when I went to Paphos was amazing. Paphos was like, just felt like my old self again.
Oh, yeah?
Obviously I scored a hatful of goals. I remember saying to myself, like, I scored against every single team in that league. So whether we played them twice, I scored at least once against every single team in the league. So I think 18 or 19 goals.
Swear.
Became second in the league, got promoted. And then that's when I decided to stay in Cyprus another year. I was actually considering moving and going abroad again, going somewhere else, but I was considering going Angola.
Oh, swear.
Yeah. So.
Why are you looking at me when you say that as well?
Because you got Portuguese roots.
What's that got to do? What's that got to do with Angola?
You got Portuguese roots. The cost. You know what I mean? Portuguese roots.
You ain't trying to do that.
You're one of them man that say you're Portuguese, but you're actually Angolan.
Are you jumping on the bandwagon?
Don't be ashamed of your Angolan roots.
How dare you?
Be proud.
For someone like you know the truth as well.
Listen, the
How
cost.
dare you?
The cost.
So,
wait. So hold on. So was it a 1-year contract when you went back to Cyprus?
It was a 1+1.
So 1 year with option.
But I got the option.
So it was in your favour?
So I had the option, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So they wanted me to stay at Paphos. And I said, and there was a bit of friction going on in regards of like where the direction the club was going. And I just said, look, I want to go and see where I can go.
Okay.
I remember I went to Dubai. my agent obviously lived in Dubai at the time. So I went and stayed with my agent for a couple of weeks. And in Dubai, waiting for to see if the Angola proposal was going to come through.
So why?
That's
Angola,
a good place
then?
to be, though.
Really?
In Dubai.
Oh, I thought you meant Angola, bruv.
No, so Angola's actually a very, very nice country, like, and one of the most wealthiest countries in Africa.
That I know. No, that I do know that.
I didn't know that.
I'm thinking more like, why would you want to go and play your football over there?
Again, do you know what? It was just a case of it was something different and something new. And for me, when I heard about the possibility, I was like, yeah, why not? I've been everywhere else. So it was like, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Nothing came to fruition with it. And then I ended up coming back to Cyprus, and because of the situation with Paphos being a bit tense because they knew I was obviously trying to leave or wanted to go, I never went back to Paphos. I ended up signing for Enosis Paralimni.
Okay.
I was a Paralimni for half a season. That was mad. Just things didn't work out, but I probably scored the best goal of my career at that club.
Talk us through it.
The goal was just the madness. Like, it's crazy because that after the game, I remember I left back, I can't remember his name, Vasilis or something. You know, he said to me, that's going to go viral. And I'm thinking, we're in Cyprus. That's not going to go viral, innit? But coincidentally, Neymar had scored a banger that weekend as well for Barca. And was it Williams, one of the Williams, not Inaki Williams.
The older brother. The
other brother.
Oh,
he scored a banger as well, exactly the same. Where they flicked, so basically you flick it over someone's head and then you bang it. But Neymar's one was flicked it, spun.
Oh yeah, I remember that goal. Yeah.
Same weekend.
Oh,
Naki Williams, the other brother, he scored exactly something similar as well. He flicked it over someone's head, banged it. I've gone and flicked it over someone's head, banged it.
In the box, yeah?
I think I was just outside the box.
Swear.
So I flicked it.
It sounds Dele Alli-ish as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
You know what? It was probably better than Dele Alli. But anyway, yeah, still.
I love it.
But we're going to find that goal. We need to find that goal.
It's because
Yeah,
I
facts.
literally flicked it, Bergkamp-esque,
Okay.
over the brother's head, spun.
What, first touch, yeah?
So, yeah, someone played it through. I flicked it over his head, gone the other way, and then just banged it.
Gone
And
the
it's
other way,
dipped,
yeah?
And it's dipped over the keeper, like volley.
So banged it before it hit the ground. No half volley, just
No half volley, fam.
man,
Straight
like-
volley, bang, dipped over the keeper. And I remember my strike partner was running down the side, and he was thinking, obviously, if I slip him in, he definitely scores.
Yeah.
Listen, we were 2-0 down at the time against one of my old clubs. I said, nah, I'm letting this off. And then my obviously left back said, that's gonna go viral. I was like, nah, bro. Next thing I know, next morning, everyone's like messaging me. No way that was you. I was like, it was me, but what? Bro, it's on Twitter, bro. Where people talking about it. I'm like,
I've had that before. That's sick.
raw.
That's a sick feeling,
oh
bro.
my days. Like, and then literally just, and then there was someone actually put a video up saying Neymar versus Dickson on YouTube.
Is it?
Bro, I'm telling you, it went mad. It was mad.
That's cold.
So I was like, yeah. But things didn't really work out with Paralimni.
What went wrong? What went wrong there?
I didn't feel respected, if I'm honest. I felt like there were some people in the club that respected me, but some people that didn't. And for me, I've won this league, innit?
Yeah.
I've been a champion in this country.
Put some respect on my name, innit?
And that's how it kind of felt. And I was like, you lot are not respecting me compared to certain other players.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, listen, I've done it here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't like the way they're handling me anyway.
And is that in terms of like starting minutes and stuff?
Minutes. My goals per game ratio was better than other players. It wasn't great, but it was better than other players. In my position, I was thinking, how's this? And then on top of that, obviously, certain men are getting paid more than me as well. And I'm like, nah, I'm doing madness over here.
How is that? How does that come out in the dressing room? Because obviously, I know, bro, in this country, generally around the world, they say some of the things you never speak about are politics, religion, and how much you're getting paid in the workplace. So how is that information being leaked to you? How are you finding out what man's
still talk? You know what? People still talk. Still talk. So whether that's some of the management or also directors or whatever, if you've got a better relationship with some of the directors, they'll say to you, "Hey, my friend, how's he making more money than you, and he's not doing anything, and you're making."
Okay.
So the conversations come out.
That's football though.
The conversations come out. And don't get me wrong, some of the numbers and figures are magnified massively, like, and it's not true.
It's an exaggeration. Okay.
I'll be honest with you, most players do it. Yeah, man's on. I'm on this.
Okay. You're not really.
Like, let's be real. Tell the truth, innit? But they'll balance it, like they'll put their win bonus in there and their goal bonus in there and tell you that's their wage. When actually, no, your wage is this. So it happened, and that happened, and for me, it was just the case of, at the time, the club weren't doing great anyway, and that's when the mafia.
My guy, yeah. Okay.
Manieros.
Yeah, Manieros.
So Manieros came in for me and said, "Look, I'm gonna take you. They're gonna give you me for free." And that was it. I signed
Man
for a
probably
miss.
threatened them, you know. Man probably threatened them, done a mad thing, and then just, you give me him for free?
It was mad. So I remember going to his yard and sitting down. I'm thinking, this is happening real quickly. Like, but I'm glad this is happening because I want to be here because I've heard a lot about this team. I've heard a lot about him.
Yeah.
And and we ended up, I think, getting into. No, we just missed out on the playoffs. Just missed out on the playoffs.
But
we played some
remind people
games.
what team that was again?
Hermes FC. Hermes Aradipu. But they've actually folded now.
Oh, sorry.
I found out the other day. I found out prior to the last podcast that they folded.
So what's happened to Vaneros?
He's still a head honcho.
He still did his thing,
and his son is the head honcho now. His son was a little kid. And now his son's just on Insta flexing. I said, hey, Vaneros Jr., yeah, do your thing.
He's past the family business.
Man needs to go out there with you still.
He's
We need to
flexing.
buck them, man.
They're mad at flexing. So as far as I'm aware, Vaneros is good. And for me, I built a lot of relationships in Cyprus. And obviously it helped. It helps even to this day for me to be able to help other players because obviously I think there's moves that are happening in around places that people don't realize I'm a part of and I've helped to make happen. So
serious. So almost acting like an agent.
Kind of. At the end of the day, for me, it's about making sure that we look out for people as much as possible, and if I can help in any way possible,
I feel like I know this part.
So man.
So, I mean, to be fair, you've mentioned that a lot to me. I think maybe this is a part of football generally that some people don't pay attention to. But the amount of times, girl, you said to me that actually my manager, my coach at this club was looking for a certain type of player. And then I've recommended this guy and I brought him in. Do you know what I'm saying?
But
so
it's endless.
You know what I'm saying?
Even off this.
Yeah.
Loads.
The other day, someone phoned me and wanted a manager that we've had on their number, so for their sibling. And then I've put them through, but it hasn't worked. But then I've managed to give them someone else.
Okay.
And they've gone somewhere else and they're getting signed. And it's like, no one will know. I'm never going to boast and say names and all that.
Well, whereas some people might. Some might say, I did that.
I'm not like that.
And the thing is, at the end of the day, even like with this platform as well, we're able to help people. So I'm saying, because the people that are coming on, you'll say, oh, can you help me out? Can you get me in touch with? And listen, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. You can only ask.
Yeah.
And that's it. And ultimately, that's been a blessing for me that I'm able to do that. Not just here, but overseas as well.
Yeah.
And listen, people got families to feed. That's the main thing. So they want to enjoy their football and feed their families. So
yeah,
but it's mad for me because we've both been in non-league for a while.
Yeah.
And I've only played with you in January, but I knew of you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm mad that like it's mad. Like I'll go into a club, I know of him, and it's weird because you kind of have to act like you don't really know him.
Yeah,
like,
that,
when
that
you
must
come
be
in,
strange.
Like you know what I mean? It's strange, but I know of you.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
when you're talking to a man and we talk, and I'm like, bro, yeah, I know you played for this team, and I'm saying, and he's like, what? You play for that team? And I'm like, yeah, like I played in, and then that's it, bro. Like
another thing is also you build really good relationships. Listen, every ex-pro will tell you the thing they miss probably outside of playing the actual game is the camaraderie.
Yeah.
So you build relationships with people
Yeah.
that are forever.
Yeah,
Forever.
exactly,
and literally you notice it so quickly.
Bro.
He'll tell you from the first training session, I already clocked that. This is my guy.
Yeah,
straight away.
First training session.
Yeah,
I said,
he said it
listen,
to me.
there's only certain man I pass the ball to.
Yeah.
You're gonna be that click. You're gonna be that
he
click.
said that to me straight away. I was like, yeah. I was like, brother, I think I phoned you after.
Yeah, I
and I was
remember.
like,
I do remember, yeah.
I was like, yeah, these man can play still.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny? Obviously, off the back of the episodes we've had, it's it's been brought to my attention exactly how many people know you. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they're like, you got Dickon. I'm like, bro, how many people know this guy? Like, what's going on?
This
Like,
guy's a face of
I
football.
didn't know that you were obviously. I knew your early exploits at Charlton and what have you, and that would have obviously made me think, yeah. But it wasn't just that. It's just everything. It's like no one has forgotten anywhere you've been. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? I think it's just about leaving the right impression with anyone that you come in contact with. One manager always said to me is always be good to people. Be recognized as a good person.
Yeah.
Whether you're a good footballer or not, cool, but just be a good person.
Yeah.
Because ultimately that's what counts.
And that's what people remember. That's what
I'd like
sticks.
to think that's what you've done.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you introduced me to Mass, and you like, bro, other than Dicko in the team, bro, Mass is like my boy.
Big up Jamie Maskell.
Bro, I'm getting him on it as well. That's my boy. Like, you see, like Dicko will tell you the banter me and him have.
Yeah.
Dicko's like, what? Did you two know each other before?
You
Oh,
literally
you
think
think that,
they,
yeah.
you think they know each other.
Yeah.
Because they just the way they just bounce on each other.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's my boy. So like, and bro, you brought him in.
No, yeah. Oh, right. Let me know you speak anyway.
Yeah,
We'll get to that. So, you know, something we touched upon, obviously, when you came in here today was obviously at your age, how good you look. I was looking at your physique and I was thinking, boy, you're looking great. So,
Pause.
So, hey.
It's a big
Well, I
pause.
can't say it's a big pause. Wait, I
But
can't.
yeah, no,
wait.
I appreciate it. No, I appreciate it.
Wait, no. That's not a pause.
What are you
bro.
looking at his physique for?
Because he's got a good physique.
What do you like about it?
It's
You're
quite
so
muscly.
dumb,
you know,
bro.
like,
You're so
it's
dumb.
quite
You're
toned.
so
What do you want?
silly,
It's
bro.
quite toned. Hey, stop being jealous, man. No, I'm joking. No, but on a real, like, so I'm thinking back to, we just touched upon, you said 10 years ago you're 29. But 10 years ago you're 29, going to 30. Is it in the back of your mind that a lot of people stop playing the game around the 30-ish mark?
I think because I came into the game late, I genuinely felt like I was going to go on forever. And not when I say forever, you just don't know when you're going to stop.
Okay.
And ultimately, I didn't think I'd still be playing at this age.
Yeah.
And literally, I've said over the last maybe 4 years,
Retired.
this is my last year.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Sorry to cut you. What keeps you going though? What should like?
So this is what I say to a lot of kids I coach, yeah, is you have to have a why. You have to have a why, a reason. So a why, my why isn't necessarily winning. My why isn't necessarily because I love football. My why is because I love scoring goals and I love proving people wrong.
Okay.
So you're motivated.
That's my motivation.
That's your motivation. Yeah.
My motivation is there's always going to be somebody that's going to say, you can't do it. Or he ain't got it no more. Or there's always going to be someone that's saying, he don't score no more goals. Listen, there's my two things. I want to show you what I can still do and I love scoring goals. I love scoring goals.
No, you can see it. You can see it.
So then I see
this face all the time, bro.
The second part to that question then is, when do you think the end will be?
Well, I actually thought after the playoff loss with Chatham that it could possibly be this season. But obviously by the time this probably comes out, everyone will find out that I've obviously just signed the deal at Horsham. Bro, it's on site for a couple teams this season still.
Okay.
I just want to put a disclaimer. That game when we played them in the semi-final, the first 20 minutes, I didn't know where I was.
Oh, yeah.
Horsham were very.
They
very
were
good
that
club.
good.
They were very
Yeah.
good
Like
team.
all of my teammates, we come off at half time. Like, how hard was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Hardest game
honestly,
of the season.
I remember you saying that to
Bro,
me.
but
actually.
the
Yeah.
hardest game I've ever played in my life. And
Yeah.
I've like to say I've played at a good standard. I've played league teams. That's the hardest game I've played in my life.
So obviously same league as Chatham, yeah?
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
I've already checked the fixture list.
He
like
messaged
that.
me. He messaged me like October 12th with the eyes.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm like, oh, what is that? Your next event? He's like, oh nah, Chatham. I said, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, there's obviously this season. Now that I've signed for Horsham, there's 5 other teams I've played for.
Yeah.
In this league. So I think Chatham,
Dulwich.
Dulwich, Billericay, Cray Wanderers, and Dartford have come down as well. So
Okay. Oh, wow.
it's going to be an interesting. It'll be an interesting season.
I think
Yeah.
I've got 3 maybe. Next clubs. Hendon are in the league.
So that you man are geared up for the clubs,
Dover.
yeah? Like,
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a little bit extra motivation,
Yeah.
especially if the manager or players, some of the players are there, or the manager who's in charge who let you go is obviously there as well. But I'm going to put on the professional voice right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
which is the main thing is get the job done, get the 3 points. But
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
obviously
right,
it'll be
bro.
obviously
Yeah,
nice.
thinking
It'll
about
obviously be nice to score goals well. I've got a reputation of scoring against my old clubs as well. So
Is that
Okay.
away though? Are
that
you
first
away?
one, October, yeah, at yours.
You're at us?
Bourville, yeah.
Yeah, big man.
Yeah. So,
Look at you getting geared up for it as well.
Yeah,
now.
big man.
So yeah, just more to that thing about obviously hanging up boots and all the rest of it. You hear a lot of like pros and ex-pros talk about when they knew it was time to hang up. And a lot of them say physically, they felt that some of the younger kids were running rings around them and they knew like this, when they couldn't do what it is they felt they could do, yeah, what they used to be able to do.
So I think the biggest factor is mentally.
Okay.
Mentally, your mind, mentally and physically, but mentally, because your mind knows what your body could do.
Yeah.
Yes. But your body is saying, I can't do that no more.
Yeah.
So there's certain things that I now have changed in my game because my body says, yeah, listen, we could do that a little bit quicker, but now it's got to be a bit slower.
Okay.
But then that's when the mental side of your game comes into it, and obviously now you start thinking more. And you're 10 steps, 5-10 steps ahead here,
Yeah.
as opposed to down there, which I'd say has helped me because I think I've developed my technical side of my game a lot more than relying on just my pace.
Are you on your pace? Yeah.
Luckily, I've still got a bit of pace.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how.
Are you in the gym? Are you active? Are you?
So I'm a personal trainer, innit? So I'm a personal
Okay.
trainer, so I'm always in the gym at some point in the week anyway, whether I'm training someone else, or I'm doing something myself.
Yeah.
I'm always working out. I'd say my diet's not the greatest at times, but
In the
but
club,
at the
bro.
same time, I'm very disciplined with what I eat
Okay.
and the amount I eat
Okay.
more than anything. So and obviously I don't really drink like that. I don't really have fizzy drinks or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I drink water predominantly.
Okay.
So I mean,
Okay.
so for me, it's I look after myself to a degree, but
Yeah.
I make sure that obviously the work I put in externally with football as well is balanced out as well.
I hear that.
If you're slowing down though,
Then
then
what was he like
Lord
before?
have- what was you like, bro?
What was he like before?
Bro,
Madness.
You know what? We played a game for Horsham the weekend, and a few of the boys still didn't know how old I was. So I think I've made a few runs down the channel and I'm breezing out boys at half my age, innit? And then after one, I think Sham Hendon came up to me and said, Dick, I was like, some of the boys were trying to banter me and trying to tell me that you're 39. And I went, yeah, I am. What? And he's like, are you running down channels, mate? I was like, that's my game, innit? That's all I've known.
Natural
But
athlete, bro.
it's
it's actually mad.
it's just all I know. It's all my body's known.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, once like you said earlier, that a lot of players recognize it. I think Osei Sankofa said it to me once. He said, once your legs go,
Yeah.
then you know.
Then you know, yeah.
And you know. And I feel like once my legs do go, my strongest attribute, which is my speed, that'll be me. And I'll say, look, yeah, it's time to call it.
And as a striker, just talk to me very quickly. Obviously, you just had the Euros and that, and a lot was made about Harry Kane.
Mhm.
And kind of what we're talking about, his performances, his lack of running.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Is it time to look for a new number 9? Like, where you at?
My thoughts are that football's a team game.
Mm.
And as a manager, you need to make sure that if you're picking players on merit or on their strengths, then you need to make sure you've got strengths all over the place and know why those particular players are playing there. So if Harry Kane obviously isn't a man that's going to go in behind, then you need to have two wingers that are going to go in behind. You need to have a number 10 that's going to go in behind.
Got you.
Because his strength is obviously, his finishing is unbelievable. He's a world-class finisher. But as a man that's going to go in behind, he hasn't got that.
Yeah.
He hasn't got that anymore. He had it.
Yeah,
had
he
it
had it
some
at a
point,
stage,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So therefore, but his passing ability is unbelievable as well. So him coming in short, you need to make sure you've got runners going that way.
Yeah.
And the one thing about football that people still, for some strange reason, forget is you have to run.
Yeah.
You have to run.
Yeah,
And you can't
absolutely,
teach
man.
speed.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
irrespective of how technically gifted you are or what you can do on the ball, how many step overs, whatever you can do, if you can't run past man,
Yeah.
forget about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
ultimately, it's a case of, okay, cool, if Harry Kane's going to play, then I need runners.
I don't know why
I
he
need
didn't go
runners.
Gordon and like Saka can run in behind.
Well,
Yeah.
this is what I think. I don't know why he didn't take Rashford. I don't know why he didn't take Sterling. I don't know why he
Them
didn't
are
take
the runners.
Yeah.
Because Grealish is a runner and a baller.
Yeah.
So it's like, why didn't you take them?
But then arguably they got to the final.
Yeah, but they got
Yeah.
found out.
They got found
They
out.
did get found out.
So
Well
that's it.
said, man. Well said. Okay, so all right, so now you're getting back to England.
So yeah, so back to UK.
Where's the first non-league club you in? I want to know. I'm very interested in this.
So I came back to UK and I signed for Sutton United.
I think you told me
And
about
my
this stint. That weren't the best stint for you, innit?
It's the worst for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So Sutton, I came back and Nicky Bailey was at Sutton, and he was at Charlton with me. So Bells calls me and says, "Like, you back?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Look, come down to Sutton." And I'm like, "Cool, no problem."
Are they mornings?
They're full time, yeah. So they were mornings. I think Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So I came down. I promise you, I came down Monday session, yeah, or Monday or Tuesday session, one session. I literally came down one session and pulled me in office straight after and said, "I'm signing you." And I was like, And he was like, literally said to me, "I didn't even know. I know about you, but I didn't know you were still playing football." And I was like, "I didn't go off the grid." He goes, "Well, you pretty much did." I'm like, "Bro, I've been on your TV, on ITV. What are you talking about?" So I said, "How have I got off the grid like that?"
Yeah.
But obviously, I'd gone off the grid.
How old are you at this point?
I'm now 2016, so I would have been, 31?
Okay.
Yeah.
31. So
8 years, yeah.
So I've gone to Sutton and signed me straight after the first training session, and literally pre-season went really well. Pre-season.
I remember you said it went too well, innit?
Pre-season went too well.
Wait, what is that about pre-season going too
Do you
well?
know
That a lot
what?
of footballers talk
No,
about.
not according to this one. but pre-season, I don't know. I just had it in my mind that I just wanted to make sure that I was making sure I was getting into that starting 11 on the first day.
Okay.
So I'm scoring goals in pre-season. I'm doing okay in pre-season. And if I'm honest, I got way too relaxed. I got too comfortable. And I underestimated and probably took for granted
The league.
the league.
I knew.
Okay.
Yeah.
The level of the league, the physicality of the league, the traveling in that league.
Okay.
Obviously, I've never experienced conference before. I've gone from
It's
there to there,
relentless, isn't it?
and then suddenly I'm here. And obviously, I've done leagues. I did League 2 for a stint, but conference is very different. And I just remember just every game thinking, why haven't I scored yet?
How many games in?
I think you went.
Bro, I went 20
yeah,
games,
yeah.
20
Oh.
appearances without a goal. I think I made 12 starts, something like that. Didn't
That
score.
is not Dickson.
And I'm thinking, what's going on? And genuinely, I felt like, am I just undermining this? I probably was taking it for granted and thought, I shouldn't be here. And that's the wrong mentality to have.
Yeah. Do you know, at what stage does not scoring goals become a mental thing?
Yeah,
For
bro, that's
you.
what I need to know.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because
For
at
you.
first, you could go a couple games without scoring. Do you know what I realize? Sometimes you are your own worst enemy. Because if you're a prolific scorer and then you go 3 games without a goal, suddenly you're like, whoa, what's going on? Whereas 3 games without a goal is not the worst thing in the world.
I think when I got to 8, 9, and 10, I said, nah, something's wrong here.
Yeah, like Saturday right.
Like 8, 9, and 10,
Like, looking around now.
I'm thinking, nah, something ain't right. And then obviously, when you get benched,
Yeah.
and then you're just coming on, you're coming on with little stints here and there, like little 15, 20 minutes cameos. I'm thinking to myself, I'm not even going to get back in.
But are you getting shots though? Are you getting chances? Or is it a case of you're not even getting chances?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I feel like I was getting chances, and chances that I would expect to score.
Hey, I love this guy. He's honest. He's
Yeah.
actually honest.
Chances I would expect to
He's actually
score,
honest.
and I didn't. And I was thinking, and I just literally just remember saying to myself, I just couldn't be. I was like, what's going on? Like, people calling me, asking me, how did you get today? I'm like, I didn't score. No.
Are you like, hitting the post or are you making the
Bro,
keeper save? Like, or what is it? What is it? Like, talk to
I
me.
was missing clear chances.
That's a
that,
mental thing.
That I'm thinking, what's going on here? And
Yeah.
again, like I said, I feel like I was just genuinely. Don't get me wrong, I was banging, getting assists here and there. I remember we went to Lincoln, we piped Lincoln, got a couple of assists, and I remember messaging.
Right,
but
that's a pause, by the way.
it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
feel the same because
Yeah, yeah.
obviously, listen, assist is assist, cool, but for me, it was like I need to be scoring,
Yeah.
and I just wasn't. I didn't get a chance, and then literally 20 games, and then my man pulled me and said, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to go. And I was like, what? I don't want to go. Like, I can turn this around. But January's around the corner, and I'm thinking, right. And I remember that's when the beginning of their FA Cup run started. So we played Forest Green.
Bro, is that when you went and played Arsenal? That time?
Don't do this to me, bro. Don't do
You
this.
do you know what's the worst thing?
Bro.
I think I watched the games with you.
Oh, serious?
Rory Deacon and that.
Bro, don't do this to me.
The
What,
name rings
we
a
had-
bell, that.
Something against Forest Green.
No,
so we had
Arsenal.
Forest Green first, yeah,
Yeah.
and then I'd gone. Then they started drawing Leeds.
Oh,
Arsenal.
Remember?
They were drawing big teams.
And then they had that guy eat the burger online.
Yes,
on
yeah,
TV.
yeah. They were drawing big teams, bro. And I'm just that. At that point, I've gone to Chelmsford,
Okay.
and obviously at Chelmsford, I'm doing a madness. Like I've got a point to prove now, so
Yeah.
I'm just licking off
That's
goals.
league below though, isn't it?
League below. It's Conference South. So I've gone to Chelmsford, and literally, it's just goals just like flying again. And I'm like, but I'm watching what's going on outside, and I'm thinking, oh my god,
Have you signed permanently or are you alone, Chelmsford?
no, signed permanent.
Oh, your head's gone.
Signed permanent. So yes, so something paid me up, and then literally I went to Chelmsford and debut, bam, straight.
Yeah.
Then just flying. Got us into the playoff final. And we played.
Who did
Ebbsfleet.
Ebbsfleet
Keds.
when Cookie
Got sent off. Yep. In this,
Cookie, big up Cookie. We're gonna get him one as well.
so Ebbsfleet again in the final. Cookie got sent off. We lost 2-1.
Keds played.
Keds played.
McQueen.
McQueen. That was ballers, bro.
Shieldsy.
What's his name? Deering. Deering was
What a
cold.
player, bro.
Sam Deering was cold
He's
that day.
tiny
They
as
went
well.
out to 10 men, and
Yeah.
this boy just
Tiny,
ran the
bro.
show.
Yeah.
Ran the show
Mickey Spillane played.
for us.
Bills, yeah.
Yep.
Bags.
Bagasan Graham, he scored.
What's the other left-footed guy? Bushy.
Bushy played for
Yeah.
us. Yep. We had,
Ashmore.
no.
He played for Ebbsfleet. No, the keeper.
Oh, the keeper. Yeah. Ashmore. Yeah, Ashmore. We had up front the boy. How am I forgetting this? Jeffers. Sean Jeffers.
Yes.
Sean Jeffers.
Bad enough.
Slapping goals. St. Albans. He's been slapping goals.
No,
Slapped
but he's-
slapped
that's-
over
that's
100
not
goals
left.
at St. Albans. Nah, he ain't going. He's captain there. Slapping goals at St. Albans. But obviously we had Simon
That team was
Church,
cold though. That team was good. Chelmsford team
Churchy was
cold.
there. We had when it went to Newport, right mid.
Oh,
Robbie Wilmot.
Bare. I think he got like
Bare
25 assists.
He got
Serious.
more than that.
I remember-
Wait, one game.
No, like
it's one season.
one season.
Bro,
He got like 25 assists.
More than that.
45.
More than
25,
40.
25.
Bro, more than that. About 46. I swear to you. He
Do
made-
you know what's so
he
mad
made
about that?
bare goals.
Because the year after I moved up into that league, and my manager was telling me, "You need to watch this guy, Wilmot."
Okay.
I'm like, "Who's this guy?"
Didn't really ever beat a man.
bro.
I just
Delivery
whipped
on
it in,
on-
yeah?
Delivery was
cold, both
plate.
feet as well.
Serious.
Delivery on a plate. But the right foot was the one.
Cold,
He had him on the right side. Just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
cold, half a yard deliver.
So that season at Chelmsford, I scored 12 and half the season.
Mm.
And then obviously we lost the final. So he wanted to bring me back for the next season. That season after that, I got 20 at Chelmsford.
Okay.
We got to the semi-final.
Was
Got to the
you there with
semi-final.
the next season? You was there with that. What's that tall striker, man? That old guy, man. Bare tall, bro.
Who?
He used to be at Orient, man.
Orient.
Bat, is it Bat?
Sean Bat.
Yeah, was he there?
Yeah, Bat.
Yeah,
Sean Bat.
yeah.
Batman. Batman was there. Sean Bat.
Batman, Bat.
Yeah.
Sean Bat was
He's
there.
tall, bro.
Sean Bat came. Yeah, Sean Bat came that season. We had loads of players. Theophanus was there.
Yeah,
We had loads of players.
Any
Loads of
that,
players
any
came to
that
Chelsea.
Ronaldo's body double or something.
Louis.
Like, yeah, something like it was.
I mean, he's a sick barber, but I don't know about Ronaldo's body double. You know what I'm saying?
Search it up.
But yeah, so we had so the Chelmsford team was very, very good, very good, good changing room.
Who's
Such a good
the
changing room.
manager when you were there?
Rod Stringer.
Okay.
That guy is crazy. I'm sad.
Well, why
That
crazy?
he's got like, bro, he's got like half his air, like he's a madman.
Bro, serious.
He
But
was cool with
I
me.
respect him though.
He was cool
but he's
with me.
I can see. I've never played on them, but
You
I
can
can
just tell he's
see
a madman.
mad.
Yeah,
So he's number
I
2.
can
Was
see.
Good
the
man,
guy
good
that
man.
pulled the strings, Nick Haycock. Nick Haycock's obviously gone to, I think, Aston Villa now. He was obviously in West Ham for a bit as well. But he was the technical guy.
Okay.
And Rod was just the
motivator.
Motivator.
Okay,
Yeah, Rod's
alright.
been the motivator.
Motivator,
Saying,
bro. He's scary,
but
man.
he's scary. He's a scary guy, but he's a good guy, man. Rod's
Yeah.
a good guy, man. But yeah, so it was good. At Chelmsford, I enjoyed it. Again, that's when I had some great times at Chelmsford. And then
I think I know your next move.
and then I think Rod wanted me to stay another year,
Yeah.
and I said, it hit me that I'm actually regimented in non-league right now. I don't want to be.
So wait,
here.
what's this? This is going to be your second full season in non-league.
This would have been my second full season in non-league. That's my second. That is my second full season in non-league. The second year.
And you're thinking, maybe I
But you
could-
made it
yeah.
semi-final that year.
semi-final that year, and then we lost to Hampton.
But then I think Braintree went up that year.
I think yeah.
That's the year I was in.
So-
but I know your next move.
So I said, at that point, I think we're talking 2018 now.
Yeah.
And I got on the phone to my agent. I said, I don't feel like that I'm done here.
Yeah.
And listen, as a player, you're always looking for another.
Yeah, you want to move. You want to test
So,
yourself at the highest level.
An opportunity in Bahrain came up.
This guy loves a country, man.
Where?
Bahrain, bro.
Where is that?
That's
UAE,
F1,
UAE.
Formula One, bro. Bahrain GP and that,
That's
bro.
mad, bro. People don't know these parts of the story, bro.
So wait. Before we get to Bahrain, talk to me about the differences you found in obviously where you've played previously and non-league football specifically.
Non-league is non-league. I always say to people, Championship is the hardest league I've ever played in. Yeah? The UK Championship.
And why was that?
And because you have good players, bad players, physical players, athletes,
Okay.
technical players. You have everything.
A mixed bag.
And you have a mixed bag, and you don't know what you're coming up against. And everyone is just strong and combative
Okay.
in there.
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're going to come up with weekly, plus the traveling. So you're on a plane to, I don't know, Blackpool, one game, then you're traveling down, having a training session, and then you're back down to Preston, or then you go to Brentford. So you're up and down all over the place. It's mad. So it's incessant, and it's the most fixtures you have in the league.
Yeah.
So plus cup games, plus playoffs. If you make that. So I always felt like the Championship was always the hardest, but non-league resembles that in a way, just less quality. It's more combative, even more physical, and it's the quality of, you don't actually get a lot more footballers than you would in the Championship, for instance.
Yeah.
And but they're actually just as fit as a League Two player.
Yeah.
Who's full time. So say for instance, if you're playing in the conference, the League Two players is only full time. It's only when I started dropping down to that south, I realized, hold on, I've still got the fitness of a conference player or a League Two player or a league player.
Yeah.
And felt like I was cruising in Conference South, because most of these players are semi-pro.
Yeah.
They're not fit. They're not as fit.
They're not full-time. They're not full-time football, so they're not as fit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is easy. So even at my age of, I think I was 32 at the time, it's like, I'm thinking this is easy.
Yeah.
So, and obviously the goals reflected it.
Those were not done.
And I had a point to prove.
Yeah.
I had a point to prove. I'd gone to Sutton. I hadn't worked out. I'd failed as far as I was concerned, and I had a point to prove. And my point was to show that, listen, I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the Bahrain thing came up.
Okay.
And then I flew to Bahrain. I was there for 2 weeks, and I remember seeing the deal they offered me, and I was like, let's go. This is me.
Yeah.
I'm like, rah, I'm back. Like, this is it.
I'm back,
This is
baby.
it. And then some strange things started happening over there, where the Sheikhs had a tournament going on. So they had a tournament going on, and that tournament was like an in-house, like all the Sheikhs against each other, but they're picking their players to come and play. Like a little charity tournament thing.
It's like something like Squid Games or something.
Bro, so I was like, so they asked me if I wanted to play, and I was like, yeah, why not? Like, so I ain't kicked ball for a week or a couple of weeks. Let's go. Why not? And I spoke to my agent about it. He said, yeah, no problem. Like, bro, come on now. Listen, the deal's pretty much done. We're gonna sign like once this tournament thing's done and we're good to go. Worked brain, bro. They were trying to see what I got on.
Oh, serious.
So the first game, obviously, I think I'm playing against man that ain't kicking ball, innit? And I am. So I'm just like, first game, I'm just like, it's cruising. Like, I think I've assisted one. Then after the game, my agent calls me and says, yo, what did he do? I said, what? I just played the game. He says, nah, bro, like, they're not happy with like your performance. I said, bro, I'm on trial.
Wow.
I'm on trial. Like, you told me the deal's done. Like, there's no trial. And he's saying, bro, like, but even so, you still gotta represent yourself in the best light.
Wow.
But I'm thinking, I'm just here having fun with this thing. So I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the next game now comes in the tournament. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me step it up a gear. Because boy, like clearly, so stepped it up, but not that much more. Just I scored, I think I assisted, I think we won. But the next phone call I got was, yo, they're pulling the plug on the deal. I said,
Hey, this is crazy.
I said, I'm sorry?
This is mad.
And I was like, what? Like, it's mad. I'm sitting in this hotel in Bahrain. I'm thinking, what has just happened?
Wait. You know what I need to understand? Please give me an idea of the games compared to when you're getting these phone calls. Because this is sounding kind of like a horror film to me right now, bro.
Literally,
So wait,
I'm
you're
talking about
finishing the game and then you're
finishing the game, going back to the hotel, sitting down having dinner or whatever I've decided to I decided to eat that night. Phone rings. What happened? I'm like, we won. Because we won both the games. So I'm like, we won. It was just a cruise. Yeah, but what was your performance like? The first game? Just chilling, innit? Like, it was easy. Yeah, like, nah, you need to kind of step it up in the next one. Okay, cool. Like, why? Like, deal's done. Like, it's like a charity tournament.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal to me, innit? So,
what do they want you to do?
bro, I don't know. It's the second game. Step it up a little bit. So, first game, let's say, for instance, I was in gear 2.
Yeah.
Second game, like, let me go to gear 3 and show them a little bit. So I did little bits and pieces and whatnot. But again, bearing in mind, it's hot out here as well.
But are man not even on your wavelength as well?
Bro, not wavelength. Like, some of these players are not professional, have never played professional, and most of them are just like, they either shakes themselves or they shake sons or something. So it's just like, for me, it's like, so they expected me to do up Ronaldinho or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, do something as well.
Yeah. Neymar.
Also, bear in mind, I haven't signed this contract. So I don't want to get injured. I'm not worried about diving into tackles, committed. I'm not committing myself in headers. And I'm not doing all that. Next thing I know, get back to the hotel, order my little pineapple juice with my little something, phone rings, they're pulling the plug.
My head would have exploded, bro.
Wait, were you the only person in that situation? So was it set up for your benefit, or were there other players?
There was other players there that were. I remember there was a Brazilian guy called Diego Silva. He was there, and Diego had played in Bahrain before, so he kind of knew what was coming. Like, he's been invited to this tournament before. So, but see, he just thinks, I don't know if he just thought I must be signed already.
Okay.
So I remember, like, me and him were just talking, and he was like, and I was like, what's going on? He said, bro, like, this is where they kind of try and view you. Like, but I'm like, bro, like, they've told me they're offering me the deal. So I've been to the Sheikh's house. I've sat down with him. We've chopped up herbal tea and that. So I'm saying we're good. I'm like, we're nice. He's like, nah. It might not work that easy. So I mean, like, listen, like, so I remember we got to the semi-final. We got knocked out in the semi-final. And then literally, I was like, okay, cool. Like, when do I sign? When am I coming back?
You're not.
My agent and the Sheikh fell out.
Serious.
Because my agent was fuming with what happened, because he just said, look, you did not tell me that this player was coming on any sort of trial.
Yeah.
Nothing. I've told you about this player. You've met the player. He's come over. I'm here in Bahrain for 2 weeks here, away from my family, away from everyone. And I'm thinking,
it's an inconvenience.
I'm like, what am I doing here?
Also, give him a trial mentality then. Let him know that
It's a trial.
here.
You're coming into playing this game. It's a trial.
It's just,
you need to impress me.
It was mad.
Bro, someone like you as well, you're gonna thrive off that.
Yeah,
like, do you get it? Like, someone like
it's
you,
a different motivation,
bro.
innit? Yeah.
But also, if I'm coming on this trial, you're upping my money as well.
So off the back of that, obviously, bearing in mind, I've told Rod that I'm not coming back to Chelmsford, innit? Like, I'm saying, look, I'm gonna go seek new pastures. And he's fuming with me, innit? Because he's like, nah, we're going to go for it one more time this year, because we've hit the final, semi-final. He's like, no, we're going to go. So he's like, so when I've got back now, I've spoken to Rod. Rod's like, nah, you decided you wanted to where you wanted to go. So now I've got my back up with Rod now, innit? Because I'm thinking, hold on, you wanted me now, because I've decided to go elsewhere. You're saying, nah, when I've banged in like 32 goals for you in the last one and a
I
half
see both
seasons.
sides. I see both sides.
So he's right. He's absolutely right. So at this point, now my mindset is, where am I going to sign? So I'm back from Bahrain and I'm like, where am I going to sign? So my boy Danny Uchechi, who's been with me for years, like anywhere I've gone with Dan, like when I was at Charlton with Dan, we were together in the reserves.
Charlton, yeah?
He was at reserves with me. So Dan was there when, so I basically, imagine I'm playing up front and I've got John Joe Shelby and Danny Uchechi serving me.
Hey,
Easy.
moment. Let's spare a moment for a
That's a
second.
John Joe Shelby.
John
He just
Joe
name dropped. He just
Shelby.
name dropped.
We can't skip over
Hey, that guy, how good is he, by the way?
John Joe was cold. John Joe broke into the Charlton team when he was like 15, 16, bro. And I remember seeing this player saying, yeah, he's
Was
going
it
all the way.
effortless though?
You could just see he's going all the way. You could just see he's going all the way.
Okay, talk to me. Is he like someone that...
Technical ability, you could see he thrived his game off of Steven Gerrard.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
he took-
I get that
He
vibe.
took pride in his game. Took pride in his game off of Steven Gerrard, and we just joke about it. Joke about the result, saying, "Oh, he's Gerrard, I'm Torres." So I'm like, bro, okay. But he was literally his range of passing. You could see from young he's going to go all the way. You just didn't know how far he's going to go. When he got the Liverpool move, I said, "Whoa!"
Oh, you were a bit surprised by that one?
No, I wasn't surprised, but I knew for him it was massive for him because he's now going to be training with his idol, the guy that he wants.
Like
to
you could see
emulate.
he wanted to be Gerrard without even chatting to him. You knew.
Yes.
Was he vocal about Gerrard though?
He just knew Gerrard was good. He did. I wouldn't say he was. I wouldn't say he would ever say Gerrard was my idol or anything like that. But he, because obviously he's a West Ham boy, isn't it? But you could see the way he plays, how he conducts himself.
Yeah.
And he got a bit of bite as well. And Gerrard had that bite. So John Joe, I loved watching John Joe grow and just seeing him from like. I remember he scored his first goal against Norwich. Like, bruv, John Joe was always going to go all the way.
He's so special.
Always going to go all the way. And obviously, listen, he's had a great career. Great career, Liverpool, Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Swansea. He's had a great career, bruv. Great career. So
very, very easy on the eye, man. Like,
that's one thing about him.
Effortless. Right foot, just effortless. Effortless.
And his free kicks.
Scores goals from halfway line for fun.
Yeah.
John Joe, you just knew, you just knew straight away.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah, sorry, man. I just had to.
So in my reserve team, obviously I had Harry Arter, Josh Wright, Danny Uchechi, and John Joe Shelby. Like, it's just, how do you not score in it? Yeah. So obviously, with Dan,
you owe them a lot.
I saw Dan at Hampton. He was training with Hampton and he said, come. I said, look, cool, let the manager know that I'm going to come down. And then I came down.
You know who the manager was?
Who's that?
Yes, man. He's been on the show.
Like him.
Nope. Come on, bro. This is come on, man.
It's easy, bro.
This is actually easy.
Bro, I got a blank.
Bear in mind, I've never met
met
this man before in my life.
We only had like 4 managers.
My mind's at a blank at the minute.
And it's a Mac as well.
Chelsea.
Hey, this is poor.
I'm at a blank right now, man.
Gary McCann, bro.
Oh. Yeah, I should have known that. Yeah.
You definitely should have known that.
Yeah. Oh, no, but what was the Chelsea though?
He supports Chelsea.
He supports Chelsea.
The biggest Chelsea fan out there.
Oh, yeah,
he's a biased Chelsea fan.
You know, he only mentioned that one time. Now that
he's a biased Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
He supports Chelsea, bro. He's a massive Chelsea fan. But yeah, so he I went in and he knew probably more about me than I expected him to.
Okay.
Yeah, he does his homework to be.
And so he just said, look, I said, look, I want if I'm coming there, I kind of want Dan here as well, do you know what I mean? Because obviously we come and look, have our own car school, and obviously I know Dan. So Gary said, cool, no problem. I came in, Dan came in, and again, another 20-goal season.
Serious.
And again, I looked at the fixture list and I said, hey, Chelmsford, yeah?
Chelmsford already.
We're coming.
Yeah.
So I remember Chelmsford, they went 1-0 up against us, and I remember going, yeah, come on, have it. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I remember, I'll never forget the goal. I remember I came short. I reversed it to Reece Monroe-Williamson. He's played it over the top. I see Mickey Spillane chasing, trying to catch me. I said, Mickey, you're not catching me, bro. You've come tight. I'm spinning, bro. I just rattled it over the keeper. 1-1. Final score was 1-1, but I just remember looking at Rod thinking,
what, no celebration? No.
Yeah. They got all of that. They got all of that, and that. All of that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
They got all of that. And the goal was sweet. The goal was sweet as well.
Yeah, don't try to be doing that at Chatham. I swear that. I'm going to A, you know.
Bro, I always score against my old team, bro.
You're not scoring.
So anyway, anyway, yeah. So then that was so again, Hampton. The highlight of Hampton was obviously our FA Cup run.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
yeah.
that.
FA Cup run was massive.
Who did you not get? Was it?
So we were going through rounds. So I think we beat. There was a team that we shouldn't have beat. I can't remember, but all I remember is I scored the winner in that one. Then we played Eastleigh.
I remember watching it on
Played
TV.
Played
one of the
Eastleigh,
games.
and I remember I scored the winner in that one.
Wow.
Dan set me up for that one. Big up
Okay.
Chechi.
Yeah.
And that was get us into the first round proper. And then we played Oldham.
Okay.
And the way people were amped up for that game.
What was Oldham? League One at the time?
Oldham was League Two.
League Two at the time?
League Two at the time. But Oldham, it was on BT Sport. It was going to be a Monday night.
I watched it. I think I watched it.
So literally, and I remember like just I remember I was doing all the press with Gary. So it was like it was interesting. The build up it made me understand what non-league football was all about
Yeah.
in regards to an FA Cup run. Like everyone amped up, the whole town is amped up for this one game.
Yeah.
Playing Oldham Athletic, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I've played Oldham before. Like I think I
Yeah.
played them when I was at Gills or something, but. The non-league, man, this is the biggest game of their career. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. I'm just thinking, I just want to put the team and myself on the platform.
Yeah.
I want to show people like, listen, this is what I can do.
And sorry, you mentioned doing the press as well. Is that something you're privy to at the time? Did you get training or?
Do you know what's interesting? I don't ever remember me ever getting like media trained, but I do remember Alan Pardew pulling me and just saying, be careful about what you say in the press, because one of my reserve games with Charlton, the game that I scored 4, and I wore it was a reserve game, so we can wear whatever number, but I wore number 10.
Yeah.
And then someone asked me, like a media guy asked me afterwards, what's your favourite number? And I said, well, I was 10 at Dulwich, and I like number 10.
Yeah.
The next day in the paper, new Charlton hot shot coming for the Darren Bent shirt. So then Pardew pulled me in the office and said, be careful what you say. And I'm like, what did I say?
Yeah.
And I'm like, the media will always spin it.
Yeah, of course
Obviously,
they will. Yeah,
Bentley's our main striker, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I didn't say anything about Darren Bent.
Did
at
Darren
all.
come and talk to you about it?
Nah, like obviously, bro, when I scored my 4th goal, he was in the stands at the time. So obviously for the reserve game, man's clapping like, yo. Like I'm like, big up Bentley, like love. So I'm saying like, but after the game, obviously the media guys asked me what's my favourite number. I said 10, like I like 10 innit, but I didn't say I'm coming for Darren. Are you crazy? I was like, I'm not coming for Darren. That's me. Chris Dickson coming for Darren Bent's shirt. Darren Bent's like the main guy at Charlton. You crazy?
Yeah.
But so obviously Pardew pulled me, and then from that day, I remember I was very conscious about what I said and very cautious about what I said as well.
Yeah.
Or what I was saying in the media. But again, so at the time when we're doing the media training with at that point, I'm now a bit more mature. I'm more say socially savvy as well, so I understand when questions are posed to me and how what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So, but again, I like being in front of the camera anyway. So
Yeah.
when Gary said, "Look, Dicko, we got a media run for the FA Cup," I was like, "Let's go." And I crack jokes and we have fun, and then obviously build up to the big game, and we won a penalty. Tyrone Miller-Rodney won a penalty. Obviously, I'm the penalty taker.
Yeah.
So I've dispatched it. And then I'll be honest with you, I think we would have won the game. There was 5 minutes to go. And Gary did something which I understand why he did it. I just don't know if he should have done it. So clearly I played the game of my life. Clearly I'm man of the match. Gary takes me off with 5 minutes to go. I don't think my legs are gone.
Okay.
And I'm the threat in behind. So Gary takes me for 5 minutes to go. I think just to get the standing ovation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like he's
Could have done that at 1 minute though.
You played well. I've never understood that standing ovation thing, if I'm honest. I think it's more important to win a game, but I know managers do it, so it is what it is.
And then we win a free kick, which in training we've practiced this free kick, and I'm at the end of the free kick.
Okay.
So he's saying, but he's also told other people, look, just in case Dicko isn't available for it, make sure you all know this free kick. So we get this free kick. Zach Joseph's now at the end of it, and he's just not tuned in. He's not tuned in. He's tired, innit? He's been running around for the whole game.
Yeah, he's a winger, isn't he?
And he's just, so obviously the guy nicks the free kick and runs literally the full length of the pitch. And I'm just watching on the bench like, somebody take him out. Just take him out. Just foul him, do something. Guy goes the full length of the pitch, slots, 1-1. Then literally, I think 3rd minute injury time, bangs, they scored again. If you know how angry I was, yeah.
Just tell me, who did they get next round?
Oldham get? I don't even know.
You know,
It
you
could've been a
better
madness,
hope it
didn't
ain't
it?
like
You know
a
what?
Man United.
No. Do you know what? I don't think Oldham got someone big, but it was, I think they got knocked out. And that team got someone big in the third round.
Okay.
I think that they got knocked out. I think Oldham got knocked out, and that team got who they got knocked out from, knocked out by that third round. And I was just like, but I was just more vexed at what had happened.
Was
at the
that
time.
second round?
That was first round proper. So I was more vexed at that.
Yeah.
First round proper is a big thing, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously, again, like for them, for not like I said, for non-league, it's massive.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I used to joke and banter in the change room saying, well, I'm not really used to coming in at this round. So I'm saying it's a third round team for man. You get me? You get me?
Yeah.
Obviously, I've come in third round twice. I
Yeah.
think third round and fourth round. I've scored in with Charlton. So I was just like, I'm thinking, right, it's a massive deal. And it was like, listen, from that moment on, obviously the season for league season went kind of downhill with Hampton. But still, again, I kept my numbers up, ended up getting 20. And then it was time to go.
From Hampton, yeah?
It was time to go. It was just time to go. It was a case of the travelling was a bit too much as well. Dan had left, I think, halfway through the season. Danny Chechi had left halfway through the season, and after the FA Cup as well. So I just felt like it was just time to go.
You know when your boy leaves, yeah, sometimes
Bro, do you know
it's
what?
It's a
It
hard
hurts.
thing, you know.
It
It's a
hurts
hard
because you got
thing.
a man that you go to training with twice a week, and then you
Yeah.
go to games with, and I'm picking him up. We're going with cracking Joe.
Yeah.
Bro, we had
And then you're
music,
going alone,
videos going on, and
Yeah.
then like, I remember Bando was our biggest go-to song in the cars. I'm saying every
Yeah.
time I put it up to the game, it's time to put that tune on, innit?
Yeah.
And get Bando, don't need it. So like, yeah. So we're just gassed, and then when he was gone, I was like,
It feels empty, bro,
It's
when
not the
when
same.
your boy goes.
yeah, it just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Wasn't the same. And then Stimo called me.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So-
Mr. Stimson.
So Stimo called me and said, what are you doing this next season? I said, look.
So wait, so you left before you had somewhere to go to?
No, season was over. Season was
Oh,
done.
okay,
So
okay.
season's done. Season's done. And Stimo called me in off season and said, look, what are you doing? And he said, look, he's at Hornchurch. I'm thinking, Hornchurch are not in Conference South. This is another one down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whoa, okay. But I know Stimo, and I know he's got that mentality, like he wants to win. He's going to try and win this league.
Yeah.
And he pulled my arm, and it was local, way more local than Hampton.
Yeah.
And I was like, I said, yeah. I said, and then I remember Dan calling me saying, yo, where are we going next season? And I said, we're going Hornchurch,
Oh,
bro.
sick.
And he was like, what do you mean? And he was like, you sure we? I said, bro, if I'm going, you're coming with me,
Hey, I
bro.
love this, you know?
I said, Daniel Chechi is my guy, bro. So I said, if I'm going, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
And then I said to Stimo, asked Stimo, I said, look, can this guy come in and have a look at him? I said, Chechi's cold, bro.
Yeah.
And he's my guy. Like, he's been, from a lot of my Hampton goals came from him, bro.
Let me ask you a question. Would you have done the same if you didn't think he was as good as you did?
No, I don't think he would.
I mean, I'm not going to recommend a man. I recommend a man that's not benefiting the team or
The
benefiting
team.
myself, especially. But he benefited me.
Yeah.
He's the guy that I've known for years. Remember, like I said, Charlton days. I've known him, so I know that if he's not
what he
kicking
brings.
ball at any level, this is come and kick ball at this level,
Yeah.
and let's kick on together. As I'm saying. So, and again, like I said, the car school was good again. It was reunited,
Yeah.
and that season, that was the first season of Hornchurch. I got 26.
Wow.
Then COVID hit.
Ah, okay.
But you know what the beauty when this COVID hit, yeah? Was these men still had games, bro.
No,
No. That's the first time. innit?
first season.
Okay, the first season.
So
It's
then
the second season.
COVID hit. Season done. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Second season comes. They're trying to get going again. I've got 8 goals. We're flying. COVID hits again.
Yeah, I remember that.
So obviously for the people, they curtailed the league when COVID hit.
So they null and voided it.
So
for me,
you know what's weird? It's
34 goals were gone. But the Isthmian League was null and voided.
Yeah.
But the Conference South,
Yeah.
or should I say the Vanarama leagues, so
Yeah.
Conference South, Conference was still going. Conference North was still going.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a dual registration move
Yeah.
to Dartford.
I remember
So
this.
when you're dual registration, you can play at obviously both. You can play at in Isthmian or you can play at Vanarama.
Yeah.
So I got a dual registration move. I moved to Dartford with Steve King.
That guy.
I ended up getting, I think, three goals in 8 games.
Was Femi
But
there when you went?
He came.
Yeah.
So Femi came. But whilst that was going on, whilst that was going on, I was at Dartford, Hornchurch are still in the FA Trophy.
Yeah.
So Hornchurch are going through the rounds in FA Trophy. So I'm saying to Kingy, can I obviously go back if the games don't clash for whatever reason? Like if Hornchurch have got a game and our game's away and I'm not going to be in the squad, can I go to Hornchurch? And there was, I think, the Dulwich game for Hornchurch. He let me go back. Then there was another game where we had Welling at home and Hornchurch had Maidstone.
You told me about this. Yeah.
And I said to Kingy, look, I need to know during the week if I'm not going to be involved, can I go to Hornchurch? Because I really want to play in that game. Ended up getting to like Thursday. He still hasn't said anything to me. Saturday comes. I bring both kits, both tracksuits to Dartford.
I remember this. Yeah.
So I bring both tracksuits to Dartford.
Yeah.
I'm now like waiting for the squad. Usually managers name the squad, 20 to 2?
Yeah.
20 to 2, we know like who's going to be in the 11, who's on the bench. I'm looking at time, I'm thinking, this guy's cutting this close. Because I told Stimo as well, listen, just keep me in your thoughts because I could actually be flying through that Dartford tunnel to come to you.
Yeah.
10-2, 5-2. Kingy still hasn't come out. 2 o'clock. By this time, now I know Stimo's named his team. So I'm thinking, what's going on here? Kingy comes out, names his team, I'm not in the squad. I'm like, what?
I'm not going back.
So Dartford and Welling draw 2-2. But I'm in the stands watching the Hornchurch game. And that game is nuts. I remember Cookie was running rings with us he was at Welling and he was running rings around Dartford. And I'm just watching this. Everyone's like, oh, go. And go where? I'm watching the Hornchurch game.
Yeah.
Bro, remember was it Nashi or Higo scored in the last minute? I think it was Higo. They won 5-4. They beat Maidstone 5-4. They're into the next round now. So I'm like, missed that. Week after, Vanarama, Dunham Void gets locked off.
Okay.
But the FA is still keeping the FA trophy going.
That's so mad, isn't it?
So the FA trophy is still going.
That.
Because obviously it's only one game
every
few weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool, I'm going back to Hornchurch.
Yeah.
So I'm back in Hornchurch now. We go quarterfinals. Darlington. Go out to Darlington. We win that game. Kingy. Stimo's already told me I'm on the bench, innit? So cool, like, look, the boys are doing well.
Yeah.
If we need that extra push, we'll call you. No problem.
Yeah.
So Darlington, we win that game. Semi-final, we draw Notts County. We're like, oh, okay.
Big game.
Because these man are conference. Obviously, Darlington are conference North. So now these man are conference. So we're like, this is going to be an interesting one. Bro, the build up to that was so nervous, like so nerve-wracking in regards to like, we knew this was probably going to be this should be the final.
Yeah.
So we obviously got to Notts County. I'm bantering the boys, trying to keep everyone lively as well. Because I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to Notts County. Oh, Nottingham Forest over there. Oh yeah, I played there a few times still, boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, but I'm just trying to keep everyone level, like grounded and still like enjoy it. Just enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Enjoy the moment. Empty stadium because obviously COVID. No one's in the stadium. And literally the game was, obviously name the team. Obviously I'm on the bench thinking, cool, no problem. No, boys have got this far. They're cool. And Notts County came out the blocks, bro. And it was like, rah. 1-0, Notts County. We equalised. 2-1, Notts County. We equalised.
Okay.
3-2, Notts County. Brings me on. Like, no, I think 2-2 brought me on. Then 3-2, they score. I'm like, oh my gosh. This can't happen. Remember, Ricky House played the ball down the line. I've chested it, flicked it over this guy's head. I've heard, Dicko!
Like,
that post, yeah? So I'm thinking, there's no way this little rascal, Charlie Ruff, is going to be screaming my name that loud if he's not at the back post.
Yeah.
So I've just lifted it back post. He's coming in back post, he's headed it across the goal. Nashi, tap in, 3-3.
Oh.
We know if the game goes into extra time, it's done.
Yeah.
We're going to get cooked. Because we're tired. These men are full time.
Yeah.
It's going to penalties. So it goes to penalties now. This is when it's like, oh my gosh. And I was picking these penalty takers and I looked at him and I said,
I'm putting,
5. I just went number 5.
Okay.
I don't care about any other number.
Hey, love that.
5.
Love that.
Everyone else was going up. I said, I want 5. And Stimo said, Dicko's 5. So the boys go up. obviously, I know Righty, I know Joe Wright is going to save one.
Okay.
Nah, he's a bad
Believe in
goalkeeper.
him. I
Okay.
know this guy's my
Bad
guy. I
goalkeeper.
love that goalkeeper. He's my guy.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna save one.
Yeah.
So I think he saves the third one. I think we scored, and I think he saves the third one. Then I think Ricky Hells went up before me. He scores the fourth. They score their fourth. So me now, innit? For me,
Some
this is the
things-
moment, innit?
Yeah.
Because I've not really had a moment in the trophy with the boys because they've been doing their thing. I've been on dual reg. Obviously, now's my time.
Yeah.
I stepped up, and I knew what I was gonna. I knew I'm taking these boys to Wembley.
Yeah.
I'm taking these boys to Wembley. We're going to Wembley. Did my normal run up. I didn't actually expect it to go where it went because I wanted to go bottom bins.
Yeah.
I was just want to wrap it bottom bins. I always go same corner. The way the ball went into the top bins, and I was running off, and I thought, nah, I'm going to Righty because that's who's got us here.
Okay.
Although
yeah,
I've scored,
yeah,
he's got us here.
Yeah.
I ran over to Righty, in the high knees, running over to Righty. Everyone's talking about high knees. Everyone saying to you afterwards, high knees, the papers, they got me like this. Run over to Righty, jumped on Righty. I see like Spedo collapsed on the halfway line because he just couldn't believe it. Obviously, most of these boys have never played at Wembley.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'd never played at Wembley.
Yeah.
I'm 36 years of age now.
Yeah.
I've never played at Wembley. I'm
crazy.
like, we're going Wembley.
Wow. What
And
a
then literally,
story,
the
man.
doors start opening up, obviously COVID, and they're saying now we can have maybe a few fans there at Wembley as well. So we got like, I think we had allocated 4,000, they had allocated 4,000, and then 2,000 for general public. And we played Hereford in the final.
What was the outcome?
They were National League North, no?
They were National League North. So
They
I
were
was saying,
they were mornings
so-
as well, weren't they?
Who?
Hereford.
I believe so. I
Yeah.
believe so. They were full time
Yeah.
as well. But we were training at West Ham's ground,
Okay.
building up to the final. So, by the way, we've seen the semi-final and the final, 7 weeks.
Okay.
7 weeks of no football, nothing.
What? So
How
you,
do you-
what? You couldn't train in between
We're
them?
training. So all we do is training.
But no games.
No games.
How do you stay fit?
Bro,
That's
it's crazy.
That's
So
mad.
7 weeks, we're just training at West Ham. And
What was the outcome in the final?
so let me tell you the full. I want to tell you the full. I know we got to get out of it. Let me tell you the full story.
Yeah.
So 6 weeks, we're training with one particular team. And to be honest with you, Higgles turned around and said he's injured. So Higgles not training. So 6 weeks up until the final, we've got a team.
Mm.
Because he's pretty much got his 11 and we're all familiar with each other. Runs, movements, what people's voices, everything. The last week, Higgles says he's fit.
Oh yeah.
So now Stimmo's got a decision to make.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm an experienced player in it, and Stimmo's like my dad. You know what I mean? Second dad or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So he pulls me and he says, "Look, Dicko, I've got to play him because he's pretty much got us here.
Mm.
He scored in the quarterfinals. I think he's helped out in the semis. Whatever. We've got to play him.
Bad boy finisher though.
So listen, Higgo,
Bad boy finisher.
mean finisher,
Yeah.
mean
Bad boy
finisher.
finisher.
But what he did was mad. I'll be honest with you. To not train for 6 weeks and then is mad.
Yeah.
But I said, cool. Like, obviously, at the end of the day, he's got us where he's got the team here.
Yeah.
Scored all around. Other than I think he scored pretty much all around. And Nashi was the only one that scored probably more than him. So obviously, when he puts him in. But he said to me straight, 60 minutes, you're coming on.
Okay.
Whether we're winning, whether we're drawing, whether we're losing, you're coming on 60 minutes.
Okay.
But in order to take me out, you now have to take Ruffy out as well. Because Ruffy can't play with someone who's not going to run in behind. So Ruffy's out of the team now. Ruffy's fuming. Because he's obviously wants his moment at Wembley as well. So me and him on the bench, and we're just like, and bearing in mind, we was on the bench for the semis as well. Anyway, the finals on YouTube somewhere, so go and watch it. I'm joking.
I watched it live. I watched it live.
I'm actually gonna check it out.
No, so the
I watched
final, obviously Hereford took the lead. It was unbelievable because I was able to invite my family, and most importantly, I was able to invite and get tickets for all the little boys and girls that I coach.
Ah, so you were coaching at that.
So I was coaching at that time. So
Okay.
we need to touch on that. I'm saying we part 4. So yeah.
Hey,
Nah. So yeah.
yeah, you put it out there.
No,
man.
but seriously, I literally obviously had started my business in 2018.
So this is a coaching business.
Yes, Cap PT. So with that, obviously I do one-to-one coaching with elite footballers. At the time, probably not everyone was elite, but I was
Yeah.
getting into myself. So it started from personal training. A personal training business with my business partner, Davin. Big up D. And literally it was just a case of I started building it. Then I started taking my son to goals to play football, and I started recording him.
Yeah.
And people started messaging me saying, "Yo,
Okay.
can you train my son?"
We
I'm
like
like,
this, yeah.
I'm not coaching nobody.
Yeah.
And then I spoke to D, and D said, "Oh, like, let's do it. It's another side to the business."
Yeah.
So, and what I found difficult was actually being able to train my son, because the relationship between a father and son is very, very different. With the coaching.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
It's so personal,
Yeah.
and they take everything personal. I didn't realize. So that's the same difficulties that other parents were having with their children.
They didn't want it.
So they're like,
Yeah.
Send him to me.
Yeah.
So it's just built and built and built and built as to where it is now. But yeah, at the time I was able to just get tickets. I remember I got like 80 tickets for Wembley.
Wow.
And I remember like it was touching for me that my family, my mum, my dad, my aunties, who obviously haven't come and seen me play football anywhere,
Yeah.
getting the opportunity to see
So
me
wait,
play at Wembley.
these are tickets you didn't pay for now?
I pay for all them.
Oh, seriously?
I pay for all
course
them.
you have to
I
pay
thought
for
you
them.
I thought you get some allocated.
I
though.
pay for all
No,
my
you
tickets,
pay for
bro.
it. You have to pay for it.
Wow.
I pay for all
okay.
my tickets. So I got all the tickets for all the kids, all the tickets for my family and whatnot. And then, it was just an amazing occasion. But I've actually enjoyed the semis more than the final.
Yeah.
The final was more about the kids that I coached seeing their coach,
Yeah.
because they're obviously, for as long as I've played, you probably can't see all the things on YouTube or on
Yeah,
TV
they probably,
or that. So for them to
really
see
hit
it
home
live in the flesh, and I'm at the one place that every little
Well,
young
once a
boy or
kid,
girl
yeah.
wants to play,
Yeah.
Wembley,
Yeah.
and you're watching your coach play.
That inspiration must be. It must
For
be
me,
different.
that was what touched me more than anything. The semi-final was about me, more
Yeah.
personal. The
Yeah.
final was about
It's about them.
everyone else.
Yeah, I hear that.
And then obviously, so Hereford took the lead. 60 minutes went. Stimo looks over. Ruffy, Dicko, let's go. And as soon as we came on, it just felt like everything clicked.
Swear.
Because, bruv, you've been training for a certain particular team for the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
We know, we're familiar.
Yeah.
And it's like, as soon as we came on, everything just seemed to click. We had a little bit of luck with the first goal. Ruffy got the first goal.
Yeah.
And then the second goal was just mad. When you watch it, it's just like you see the players that are linked and who passes to who. We were doing that in training for fun. Not as how it was in the final.
Yeah, it never
But
is exactly, but
It was just
much.
like you knew that Ellis was gonna pass to Ruffy. Ruffy was gonna try and do a thing and play it to Dicko. Dicko knocks it down. Nashi goes and scores.
Okay.
We've been doing that in training. Maybe smoother in
Yeah.
training, but we've been doing it in training.
Yeah.
Now it's big. Now on a big stage, and obviously Nashi scored, and then obviously and Ellis scores off my flick on as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add the
Aye,
flick on
two
Els. I'm gonna
assists.
add the flick on Els.
2 assists.
I
Yeah.
know.
Two assists.
El's celebration was cold though.
And then Els, is the only
He
man I
ran to
know
the
that does
crowd.
gum
Oh,
figure
so
at
no,
Wembley. No, like this at Wembley. Gum figure at Wembley. We were bantering him for
His celebration
I
was
banter him to this
cold.
day still saying, are you gonna go to Wembley and do gum finger, guys?
Nah, his celebration was cold though. I
But
was
Els,
gassed though.
because at the time when Els basically ran from the halfway line. And
Yeah.
we thought Els was running to the corner flag.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at it, I said, run. And I thought, like, run to the corner flag.
Yeah.
And I thought, hold on one second. He's outpacing this brother. Go. You can probably hear me on the video. Go, Els, go.
Yeah.
Go to the goal, go. And I thought, oh, is he going to square it? It's a set, because I better get in the box.
Yeah.
Just slide it down to the keeper and then.
So what's that? 4-1, yeah?
3-1.
3-1.
3-1, game over. And it was just like, again, like I said, the semi-final was more personal to me, just to help to contribute to the team.
Mm.
But the final was about everybody. And it was, again, like about my family, my friends, the team
Yeah.
itself. What it meant for the community of Hornchurch as well was massive. Like we had an open top bus, like celebration as
Sick.
well.
Yo.
Like it was mad.
I think these, man.
Yeah. Boy, do you know what? Yeah, like just hearing all of that, and obviously you still continue playing after that moment.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, and you're still playing till today. As you said, just recently signed for Horsham. Got a season coming ahead. What's next? That's the question. What's next?
So, obviously, CapET, my business, is flourishing, doing well, still growing. I'm obviously looking at having another season with Horsham this season. Obviously, Chatham and all the previous clubs. It's been a great journey in regards to like where I've been and where I've played with, and I've made loads of friends and whatnot. And for me, I'll still be playing another season, and we'll see what happens after
See what
that.
happens.
But CapET is where it's at with my personal training and football, predominantly the football training.
So that's
there's
CAP PT, yeah?
CAD, CADPT.
CAD PT.
So cardio, athletic, diet, personal training.
Okay, sick.
Or Chris and
Alexander.
Davin.
Okay,
Chris
hey,
Alexander?
ambiguous,
Everyone
yeah?
thinks it's that still. Everyone thinks it's me, innit? Bro, I
thought it
gotta
was
bring
you.
my brother. That's my brother, bro. Chris
Okay.
and Davin, personal training.
Chris
So,
and Davin,
I
personal
mean,
training.
it could be
I
under,
thought-
innit?
yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
But yeah, so
CAD
obviously
PT.
CAD PT,
Yeah.
and obviously what we're doing is we're trying to obviously keep people healthy, keep people mentally healthy as well.
Yeah.
And obviously give young boys and girls an opportunity to go and play football and enjoy it and make something out of their careers.
Amazing.
And so there's big things in the pipeline. I can't say too much. There's big things in the pipeline.
Okay.
Man, no.
And it's funny because there's people that are part of my journey of, like I said, it was always good to keep good relationships
Yeah.
because you never know. It's always, and 10% is who you know in this game. So I've kept great relationships, which has probably opened doors from now where I'm going to go with my business. And
Yeah.
we'll just stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Okay.
CAP PT is the place to be. Stay tuned.
Hey, sounds amazing, man. Listen, it's been a
been an
pleasure,
actual
man.
pleasure, man.
It's been amazing 3 episodes.
I can't believe
I
we got through
mean,
this.
dare I say, who knows what the future holds, but based on what Dicko's got in the pipeline and based on what he's been through, I wouldn't count him out. There could be a part 4, man.
Isn't it,
It's
man?
not impossible. It's not impossible, but
Daddy
yeah.
cool, bro.
It's
Daddy
been
cool,
I
daddy
think
cool.
I might even have to leave the rest of the autobiography, and the autobiography will be coming out.
back.
The merch and that probably.
Hey, look at that. Goals never done. GND, man.
Slow.
Yeah,
You need to
merch
leave
coming
that. You need to leave that.
Goals
thing, bro.
never done, so little merch coming out here and there. So say, but the things happening, and yeah, listen. Hopefully, we'll push on, and goals are never done.
Amen. Goals are never done. Hey,
That's a wrap.
that's a
One
wrap.
league.
One league, my dog. One league.
Come on, back.
Goals never done.
Amazing.
Love.
Goals never done.
Fam, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay. Careful.
Do you know what? I'm not even.
I'm not paying.
No. Let's actually put it up.
No, bro.
Do you reckon it's gonna come down again?
100, and it might come down on their thing. Yeah.
Alright, so we don't even tell him.
Yeah, I'm
We're gonna tell him anyway.
I'm gonna tell him.
We're gonna tell him anyway. But I'm saying,
Let me tell you that. I don't know who it was.
Who was that? It was Brent, bro.
Yeah.
oh, he's back. Oh, so tell him now.
I
Yo,
didn't
Brent,
know.
we're all done. A few things if you could bring.
Don't tell him. Tell him it's Dojo. Actually, no, don't. Yeah, don't. That's some unheard. I think on your phone. Raw.
Hey. Yeah.
Hey, do you know what's happened to me?
guys,
That's
yeah.
happened to me a few times, you know. See how
Bro,
crazy
you
that
gotta
is.
be careful when that happens.
Yes, Brent.
Brent, firstly, thanks for allowing us.
Oh,
Great.
yeah.
Bro, we was thinking about we was the holy for the.
this right here.
We're childish. That's actually very childish for us.
That's number 1. Number 2, we were trying to put the shirt over to the front. Yeah, so we tried to put it over. To be honest with you,
Where is it?
on the there's 3 pins in the back. So I'm hoping for 3 pins.
That's true.
Anything perfect.
You have,
Yeah. Oh snap!
Are we doing a third one?
Man, you're more on it than me, man.
What one?